Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear students, this is class 8, subject is science, and today we will talk about in vitro fertilization, which we call IVF in short. Actually, this is a technique. So, before we start discussion on this technique, I would like to uh, enlighten you why this IVF has come into being, and why should couples go for this IVF. Actually, uh, you know that fertilization of egg, it takes place in the oviduct or fallopian tube, right? That means the sperms and the egg, their fusion takes place in the oviduct or fallopian tube. Sometimes what happens, these fallopian tubes get blocked. They get blocked due to numerous reasons. We will not go into those reasons. Okay, when these fallopian tubes get blocked, when these fallopian tubes are blocked, the woman is not able to produce babies normally. Why? Because the egg released by the ovary, it can't meet sperms and get fertilized, because I told you the fusion of sperm and egg, it takes place in the fallopian tubes. So when the fallopian tubes are blocked, the sperm and egg fusion, it does not occur, it does not take place. So what happens? Zygote is not formed. For such women who can't produce, babies, this IVF or in vitro fertilization technique is used. And those women who cannot produce babies, they are called as sterile, right? Those women who are unable to produce babies, they are called as sterile. Therefore, the woman whose fallopian tubes or oviducts are blocked, they are sterile. That means they cannot produce babies. They cannot produce babies. But the sterile woman, they can also have babies. They can also produce babies if we use in vitro fertilization technique in them. Okay. So this is also called as this is glass fertilization. Why it's called glass fertilization? Because the here normally the fusion of egg and sperm or the fertilization takes place in the fallopian tubes. But since the fallopian tubes are blocked, so the fertilization of the egg and the fertilization of egg takes place in a test tube, in a glass test tube. That's why this is it's also called as glass fertilization, because the fertilization takes place in a glass test tube. That's why it's called as glass fertilization, and it is commonly known as test tube baby technique. It is commonly known as test tube baby technique. I'm sure that you might have come across this compound word test tube baby technique uh, very often. Actually, why it's called this test tube baby technique? Because the fertilization, that means the egg is fertilized within the glass test tube. That's why it is called as test tube baby technique. It is called as IVF, in vitro fertilization, or short IVF, or it is also called as test tube baby technique. And this technique is used for those women who are unable to produce babies due to one or the other reason. And the main reason for being sterile for these women is that their fallopian tubes or oviducts are blocked. Now, what actually we do in this in vitro fertilization, or how this process is carried out? First of all, we have eggs, and these eggs are removed from the ovary. That means uh, the ovary, you know, there's a pair of ovary in every woman. So these ovaries are there to produce eggs. So we need to remove these eggs from the ovaries by a procedure called as laparoscopy. Okay, it's a medical procedure. By laparoscopy, we remove eggs from the ovary of a woman. Then we also acquire sperms from semen from the husband. Okay, so woman gives eggs. I mean, we obtain eggs from the ovary of the woman by laparoscopy, and we also obtain semen from the husband. Okay, then this sperm is mixed with the eggs in a test tube. Therefore you have this test tube. Otherwise, normally this happens, this sperm mixed with egg, it happens in the fallopian tubes. But fallopian tubes are blocked. So what happens is these sperms are mixed with eggs in a test tube. Okay? For what? For fertilization. Therefore, the fertilization occurs or takes place in the test tube. In the test tube. Zygote is formed in the test tube. This zygote then develops into embryo. Embryo, you understand, I need not tell you again. Zygote then develops into embryo. Now, after a week's time, what happens? The experts, they transfer one or more embryo. One or more embryo, okay, in the woman's uterus. They place one or more embryo in the woman's uterus. And if this embryo gets successfully implanted in the uterus, implantation, you understand that when the embryo implants itself to the uterus wall, okay, when this embryo implants itself successfully to the uterus wall, then what happens? Then the normal, pregnancy occurs and the baby is born after 9 months normally. But this is conditional. The condition is what? The condition is that this embryo should successfully implant itself to the uterus wall. If it does not happen, then this IVF, in vitro fertilization, is more likely to fail. And do you know one thing? This in vitro fertilization was initially developed for carrying out the process of reproduction in farm animals like cows, like buffaloes, and it was first of all done in 1950. But at that time, this technique was being practiced on animals, on farm animals like cows and buffaloes. Then this technique was successfully used for reproduction in humans in 1978. Please remember the date. 1978. It was successfully used in human beings. Before that, it was used in farm animals. In 1950, it was being used in farm animals like cows and buffaloes. But in 1978, it was successfully used for the reproduction in human beings. And a large number of babies are now born in our country. अब हमारे मुल्क में भी बहुत सारे बच्चे इस टेक्निक से पैदा होते हैं और सक्सेस रेट जो इसकी है it is just 30 to 40%. That's why people now usually don't opt for this particular technique. Why? Because the success ratio of this technique is very low. It is just 30 to 40%. And the babies born through in vitro fertilization technique is, however, a misnomer. It's a wrong name because, except for a brief period of 1 week's time, it remains in this test tube. ये अपना जो सफ़र है ना, ये अपनी जो टाइम वो कहाँ पर गुजारता है? इंटायर जो इसका ग्रोथ है और डेवलपमेंट है वो कहाँ पर होता है? वो यूट्रस होता है, वोमन के यूट्रस में, बच्चादानी में होता है. तो ये मिस नंबर है बेस्ट टेस्ट ट्यूब बेबी. हालांकि टेस्ट ट्यूब में कितना गुजारता है? सिर्फ जस्ट वन वीक्स टाइम इट स्पेंड्स इन टेस्ट ट्यूब. द रेस्ट ऑफ द टाइम as it grows and develops, it spends its growth and developmental period of time in the uterus of the woman. So this test tube baby, it is a misnomer, and it should not be used. It should not be used indiscriminately, because I'm reminding you that this baby, test tube baby, it just spends 1 week's time in the test tube. Then it is placed. Once the embryo is formed, the embryo is placed in the uterus, and if this embryo implants itself successfully to the uterus wall, then normally the normal pregnancy occurs and normal delivery takes place, and the baby is born after 9 months. Therefore, this test tube baby is a misnomer.